Hi, this is Kelsey Mays for Cars.com, and we're in a 2008 Ford Fusion looking at Ford's new Sync system. Now, Ford partnered with Microsoft to make the Sync voice recognition technology, which will be available in most Ford, Lincoln, and Mercury vehicles by 2010. Now, the system starts with a USB plug for your iPod, your Zune, or any other MP3 player. There's also an auxiliary jack in case you don't have a USB port. Most in-car audio systems have one of those these days, too. And in the Fusion, this actually goes in the center console. Here's where the USB port goes, and if you have an auxiliary jack, here's where that would go. You start by pressing the button on the steering wheel.
Sync, please say a command.
USB.
USB.
And there you go. It'll pick up right where you last left off when you left your MP3 player running. Now, Sync indexes all the songs on your MP3 player, and so within a few minutes you should be able to say any artist, track, or album. Let's give it a try.
USB, please say a command.
Play artist Foo Fighters.
Playing artist Foo Fighters.
You can play albums within an artist. For example, on the Foo Fighters on my iPod I have 6 albums, but I can't remember the names of most of them, by just pressing this button and saying refine album. Now, sometimes it won't work, and that's probably because you need to go onto your computer and change the settings in the albums to get them to show up in the indexing. But that's the idea behind it. You can also set the songs to shuffle if you like.
USB, please say a command.
Shuffle on.
Shuffle on.
And you can turn shuffle off.
USB, please say a command.
Shuffle off.
Shuffle on.
Or
USB, please say a command.
shuffle off.
Shuffle on.
Alright, well, that's why they make shortcut buttons. Now, if your software and MP3s aren't completely updated, Sync can be a little bit frustrating. Try as I might, I couldn't get my iPod to start playing songs when I got back into the car unless I pressed a button on the steering wheel, waited for the audio chime from Sync, and then said USB.
Sync, please say a command.
USB.
Sync engineer Jeff Ostrowski said that was likely because my iPod had outdated firmware, and that properly updated devices should play songs right away. What's more, a number of songs on my iPod are apparently missing metadata. Now, that's all those electronic tags that store everything from genre to album title for each MP3. Ford spokesman Alan Hall told me that songs from legitimate sources like iTunes or a purchased CD usually have all this data embedded, and that allows Sync to easily categorize all the songs. But without such information, many songs won't show up on request. I found this out the hard way.
Play album Abbey Road.
Playing album Nimrod.
I'll admit I have plenty of music from shared sources or downloaded during the Napster days, but so do countless other drivers, and having such songs go missing can be quite frustrating. One other point worth noting is that the novelty of saying stuff sort of wears off after a while. I've been using this system for a week, and I have to admit that I kind of feel like an idiot every time getting into the car and having to press a button and saying USB. You have to do that because it kind of puts the whole system on standby whenever you get out of the car and come back in. We called Sync customer support, and they told us that there really wasn't any other way to do it. There's no sort of stealth mode that you can just press a button and start things up again. You do have to say USB every time you get in. If you drive with your friends a lot, they might start making fun of you for having to do that.
For additional information on this car or any other, go to Cars.com and our blog, Kicking Tires.